John, in October, FMC announced what they described as a world-class platform for biological crop protection in the form of acquisition and a strategic partnership. Can you tell me a little bit about how that works and what that means for both FMC and the industry?
Sure, absolutely. It's a very big advancement for FMC and for biologicals in general. It happens to be perfect timing for FMC's interest in building a global platform of seed treatment products. We consider them to go hand in hand, and really, in reality, it's not a coincidence that they chose to undertake both at the same time. Obviously, biologicals are very well delivered by seed treatment products, and we think in many cases they're a good fit, and in most cases they're the best way to get it established into the plant. So I think those two technologies will go together very well. Just to fill you in as to what it represents, we have our CAEB purchase, which is basically a purchase of a discovery organization for biologicals. So we have the discovery part covered. We have our own internal formulation ability and our ability to assess products and optimize products, identify their features, benefits, and select the best winners out of that. So we have the intermediate phase of development covered, and with Christian Hansen being a world-class leader in production of these types of products, they're able to ensure that when we get to the end, we'll be able to successfully and consistently commercially produce, because that's been a big issue for the industry.
You recently launched Nemix down in Brazil for sugarcane. What is that? What kind of foreshadowing does that offer us for what that means to farmers and the seed industry in North America?
Yeah, of course, sugarcane isn't that key of a crop in North America, so we are looking at it for North American crop. It's an incredible combination, very exceptional performance. It's a combination of microbes to give some stability of performance and variety in mechanism. We are currently evaluating it on all major crops for North America. We have enough information to know that we're going to carry it forward. It's a little bit early in our development and assessment stage to say exactly what we're going to be using it on and for what pests and for what attributes, but we certainly will be moving it forward into the major agronomic crops. We are progressing it quickly. We have an aggressive plan for development and registration of the product, so it will be coming along. In the medium term, it's not that far down the road before you'll see it in the North American market on the major crops.
Great. As farmers around the world continue to fight resistance, FMC certainly put plenty of bullets in the gun, so to speak, to help them with that. Can you talk to us a little bit about how seed treatments are going to fit into that scenario and what how your role within FMC is going to be able to help make that happen?
Sure, Sean. That's certainly resistance management is a big concern of mine, personal concern of mine, with all the activity that's been occurring around the world in terms of reevaluating products, increasing test requirements, and so on. We've lost a lot of actives and a lot of modes of action. It's unfortunate that the regulatory standards are such and the testing requirements costs are such that it's prohibitive. It's cost prohibitive for a lot of the older chemistry to maintain it on the market, even though I think personally that it's important that would be my choice, to keep more of those than just keeping the most modern one. So what can we do for it? Well, actually, FMC has an incredible array of chemistry solutions that have not been evaluated in seed treatments to this point in time. So we have a team dedicated to looking at those and finding the best solutions from that product, that range of opportunities to bring into the seed treatment world. Plus all this biologicals, of course, is a completely new mode of action, a completely different story that will, that combination or, individually or together will certainly give us opportunities for looking at ways to help manage resistance.
If I ask you to look into your crystal ball and tell me what you see for the next foreseeable, what's the next big development in seed treatments, And what can we expect for excitement coming down the pipeline for FMC?
Sure, that's a good topic, and there's always big things coming. It's always a billion-dollar question as to what will actually occur. I think obviously we're going to continue to see more news about the neonicotinoids and the fate of those, in Europe, and elsewhere in the world will really play a major role in the whole seed treatment industry. So there's lots of people looking at what else do we have as options, what combinations can we put together, what alternatives do we have. We really want to continue to drive insect protection through the seed treatment products because it is far and away the most environmentally benign method for controlling insect pests that's available, and we need to try to continue to use that technology. Certainly, I still think personally that neonicotinoids are a good choice, assuming that we don't identify any real significant risks that can't be mitigated, but I'm confident that we will find in the end, if science prevails, that it will be a good choice for crop protection. We'll have to find alternatives to those products. The other big thing, of course, is what new will be coming on the biological end of seed treatment products, because we're only scratching the surface, and as you know, we're just at the tip of the iceberg of what's available there to really make a difference in crop protection and plant production. It's not just crop protection, it's growth enhancement, it's abiotic stress management and everything else it might do. There's certainly good science, there's opportunities in very many categories of performance of that. So that will, I'm convinced that will be a pretty major breakthroughs in the next few years.
John, thanks again for sharing your thoughts with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.